After the Dodgers' dominant 15-6 win over the Rockies, all attention immediately turned to Shohei Ohtani. The reason was the condition of his right hand after a dangerous hit by pitch in the fourth inning. The incident occurred with runners on first and second base and one out, creating a crucial scoring opportunity for the Dodgers. Ohtani stepped into the batter's box against left-handed pitcher Kyle Freeland. After the count moved to 1-2 Freeland decided to throw an 85 mph changeup to disrupt Ohtani's timing. However, the pitch ran too far inside and struck the Japanese superstar directly on the back of his right hand. The sound of the impact echoed clearly throughout the stadium, and Ohtani immediately cried out in pain. It was a moment that nearly silenced Dodger Stadium because Ohtani is known for having a very high pain tolerance and rarely shows such a strong reaction. What worried the Dodgers most was the fact that Ohtani's right hand plays a critically important role in both his pitching and batting duties. Even a minor injury could directly affect his pitching velocity, pitch control, and swing mechanics. But the hit by pitch was still not the moment that caused the Dodgers-Rockies game to erupt into its biggest controversy. What happened afterward truly pushed the entire stadium into chaos and sparked one of the biggest MLB controversies of the season. After being quickly checked by the medical staff and cleared to continue playing, Ohtani stood on first base while Dodgers fans watched nervously. Cameras continuously focused on the hand that had just been hit because everyone understood how vital it was for both his hitting and pitching roles. However, instead of calming tensions, the situation quickly escalated. Pitcher Kyle Freeland suddenly began making repeated pickoff attempts to first base at an unusually frequent rate. What angered the Dodgers was not the attempts to control the runner, but the direction of the throws. According to television analysts and slow-motion replays, many of Freeland's pickoff throws were not actually aimed in positions favorable for the first baseman to handle. Instead, the ball repeatedly fired directly toward Ohtani's body at high velocity, forcing him to dodge repeatedly while already dealing with the injured hand. Some of the throws even forced Ohtani to bend nearly to the ground to avoid getting hit again. Fans in the stadium began loudly booing once they realized how dangerous the throws appeared to be. Close-up cameras also captured furious reactions from the Dodgers dugout, where several players jumped to their feet after the third consecutive pickoff attempt. Just seconds later, numerous Dodgers players rushed onto the field to defend their teammate. The atmosphere quickly turned chaotic as Rockies players also emerged from their dugout to defend their pitcher. Both sides exchanged heated words, while umpires attempted to keep the players separated. Spectators at the stadium said it was one of the longest on-field arguments of the season. The umpires needed several minutes to restore order before the game could continue. During that time, television cameras repeatedly focused on Ohtani, who maintained a tense expression and continuously shook his head in visible frustration over what had happened. After the game, the Dodgers did not stay silent. The organization quickly submitted an official complaint to MLB requesting a full investigation into the Rockies' behavior during the game. According to multiple internal sources, the Dodgers believed the sequence of actions targeting Ohtani was not accidental, especially since it happened immediately after he had already been hit in the hand. The incident quickly drew massive attention from American sports media. Many MLB analysts began carefully reviewing every pickoff attempt by Kyle Freeland, using slow-motion technology and pitch tracking data. Some former pitchers stated that the release angle and direction of the throws appeared unusual and difficult to explain as simple loss of control. What made the controversy even more serious was information that reportedly emerged during MLB's investigation. According to media sources, the league discovered signs suggesting that a plan to apply physical pressure on Ohtani may have been prepared in advance by the Rockies. Preliminary reports stated that MLB was reviewing evidence involving internal communications between the Rockies' coaching staff and players before the game. The discussions were reportedly centered around finding ways to limit Ohtani's performance, especially since he was expected to pitch in Game 3 of the series. That information immediately shocked the baseball community. If the final conclusion confirms the Rockies intentionally targeted Ohtani to cause injury, it would be viewed as one of the most serious unsportsmanlike acts in modern MLB history. At present, MLB is continuing its full investigation into the incident. According to internal reports, if the Rockies are found to have deliberately organized a plan to injure Ohtani, the team could face unprecedented penalties in league history. Possible punishments would include lengthy suspensions for individuals involved, massive financial fines, and special disciplinary measures from MLB. The incident has not only seriously damaged the Rockies' image, but also intensified debates over whether MLB needs stricter rules to protect star players from dangerous behavior. Just moments later, Andy Pages delivered a perfectly placed RBI double into the outfield gap, allowing Ohtani to easily sprint home and score another run for the Dodgers. The fact that Ohtani was still able to run and move relatively well after the collision somewhat reassured the Dodgers coaching staff regarding the severity of the injury. However, they clearly did not want to take any additional risks with his condition. When his next turn at bat came in the fifth inning, Ohtani was removed from the game and replaced by Dalton Rushing as a pinch hitter. The decision was viewed as a precautionary measure to protect the team's biggest star ahead of his already scheduled pitching duties. After leaving the game early because of the hit by pitch to his right hand, Ohtani left Dodgers fans worried for several hours. The fact that the Japanese superstar did not immediately appear publicly after the game only fueled concerns that he may have suffered a serious injury. However, later updates finally brought relief to the Dodgers. According to manager Dave Roberts, Ohtani avoided serious injury thanks to the protective guard he wears on his right hand. The ball mostly struck the protective gear, significantly reducing the direct impact on the hand. Roberts revealed that the ball only grazed Ohtani's pinky finger, rather than causing structural damage to the hand. More importantly, the Dodgers did not even need to perform X-rays or apply ice therapy after the game, a sign that the medical staff did not consider the situation overly serious. After the game, manager Dave Roberts confirmed that Ohtani would most likely still be healthy enough to play in the next game. However, when asked whether the Japanese superstar would continue handling both pitching and batting duties, Roberts remained cautious and did not give a definitive answer. The Dodgers coaching staff's reluctance to fully confirm the two-way player plan showed that they still wanted to monitor how Ohtani's right hand responded after the dangerous hit by pitch against the Rockies. That caution is understandable because Ohtani is currently not only the most important hitter in the lineup, but also becoming one of the most dominant pitchers in all of MLB this season. After 8 appearances on the mound, Ohtani currently owns a 4-2 record with an incredible 0.73 ERA. Across 49 total innings pitched, he has allowed only 6 runs, and just 4 earned runs. Those numbers reflect the Japanese superstar's nearly absolute dominance. What makes Ohtani especially dangerous is his complete command of every type of pitch. His fastball consistently reaches elite velocity, his splitter has devastating drop, and his sweeper leaves opposing batters almost unable to read the ball's movement. More importantly, he changes pitching speeds with tremendous subtlety, constantly disrupting opposing hitters' timing. This explosive form is now making Ohtani one of the leading candidates for the Cy Young Award this season. It is something baseball fans have been waiting years to witness ever since he began his two-way player journey in MLB, and Ohtani's next challenge is already attracting enormous attention. In the next game against the Rockies, the biggest storyline will be the special showdown between 2 Japanese pitchers in America. The Rockies are expected to start Tomoyuki Sugano on the mound, setting up a highly anticipated matchup with Ohtani. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow the channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with the biggest MLB fan you know.